I'm Ina Fried with CNET News. I'm here in Redmond, Washington with Robbie Bach, the head of Microsoft's Entertainment and Devices unit. One of the things we've heard about for a long time from Microsoft is this idea that, overall the entertainment should be about your content and getting it on any device. But so far that's been mostly talk. I mean, if you want content on 2 devices, you have to buy it twice or really be a technical expert. How quickly will we see that start to change where you can buy content once and have it appear in at least 2 places?
Well, I think you're going to see that steadily happen. It's not going to be, a cutover date. It's not like the digital transition where on one date suddenly everything on the TV has to be digital. I think what it's more going to be is a steady pace of innovation. And you're going to see, you've already seen us make some things available in multiple places. You're going to see more of that this fall. You're going to see more of it next year. And it's going to be a process where, 2 years from now, people are going to look back and say, whoa, something I take for granted today didn't even exist 2 years ago. And it'll have happened over time, whether that's to the mobile phone, whether that's to the console and the TV, or whether that's to the PC.
You mentioned the mobile phone. Obviously, that's been one of the toughest areas for Microsoft in terms of a lot of competition and maybe not being where you are. What's kind of the path for you guys to get where you want to be in the mobile phone business?
Well, I think clearly our strategy is a strategy of choice. Our view is that people are going to want a lot of different varieties of phones. So we're going to work with the leading manufacturers, Samsung, LG, HTC, Sony Ericsson, others, to produce a wide variety of high-quality phones. Our big initiative will be around making sure that the specific experiences on those phones are great, whether those experiences are music or video or search or email. And that's going to lead us into a whole new generation of exciting Windows phones. The other thing we increasingly will think about, I think historically people have thought, well, I need a mobile phone for work, or I need a mobile phone for home. Increasingly people are thinking, no, I just need a mobile phone and it needs to work for me great at work and great at home. And you're going to see us make that transition. We do very well in the business environment. We've done less well in the consumer environment. You're going to see us start to produce phones that really span both of those worlds.
In terms of the other piece of the portable device business, you guys have been in the Zune business now for a little while. You have a new device coming out this fall, the Zune HD, which is kind of aimed directly at the iPod Touch, that segment of the market.
Sure.
Is this a transition to, a time when Zune is really a service and you get it on phones and other devices, or do you think you'll be in the hardware business for a significant period longer?
Well, I think we'll continue to be in the hardware business. I think there's a market there. Now, that market's not growing, and in fact, if you looked at Apple's recent results, you saw what's happening in their part of the iPod market as well. So I think that market probably has seen its richest days in terms of growth, but it's still a place where we think there's good business for us to do. What's more interesting to us is the idea that music and video and blogs and other types of entertainment are also going to be available on other portable devices. And certainly the phone is going to become a general purpose platform for people who want to have access to all those things. People want that content on the TV, and that's why you're seeing us bring Zune to the TV. So I think you're going to see Zune continue in the what's called MP3 player marketplace as a device, but you're going to also see it as a set of software and services that spans across all the different screens that we work on, whether that's a portable screen, a TV screen, or a PC screen.
When we talk about Zune a year from now, do you think we'll be talking about Zune as a service that lets you get your content on your phone, your PC, your game console?
Leave the time frame specifically aside. Because as I said, those things are going to roll out over time as opposed to at some one date. But that's absolutely the direction we're headed.
One of the more interesting things that you guys have cooking is Project Natal, which you showed at E3.
Right.
I think it's easy because it's such cool technology to miss some of the applications. What are some of the things you think people will be doing with the ability to do gesture and voice recognition and face recognition?
Well, I think that's sort of the exciting part of Project Natal. We now have a little over 300 development kits out in the marketplace, and we're going to see what developers can come up with and what creative ideas they have. Certainly, we've demoed some fun things that some of which are more traditional gaming, things like Ricochet. If you've seen the video of the ball and block game where you're actively trying to knock the balls down with the blocks down with the ball. But we also showed a painting game. I don't even know if painting and game go together, but we showed a painting application, let's say, where you use Natal to create a canvas. So I think there is a broad range of what people will think of as entertainment that Natal enables. And Natal will be something that serious gamers will want. I think it'll also be something that casual gamers will want, and it'll be something that people who have never thought of themselves as gamers will want to experiment and try out.
What's the coolest thing you guys are doing this fall? What's the thing that you think will surprise people the most?
Well, I think it depends on what you mean by cool. Certainly for me, from a technology and experience advancement, Zune HD has to be up there near the top of the list. It's a very exciting device. I think it shows what we can do in the portable device space in general. It's got a great user interface, great touchscreen, amazing video, integrates well with your TV so you can show high-definition video from the device to the TV. So I think if you want to talk about pure sort of sizzle factor, I think Zune HD is going to be a big product. From an impact in our business and the market, Windows Mobile 6.5 is very important to us. The games that are coming out on Xbox, I think we have a fabulous game portfolio, so those are going to have a big impact on the business. So I think it kind of depends on which type of thing you're trying to look at, but it's going to be, by any stretch, a big holiday for us.
Thanks, Robbie.
Thanks, enjoyed it.